Hey, I'm Jim Murphy, and this time on You Break It, You Fix It, we replaced my old rusted cheap straight pipe on my Duramax with a brand new cheap straight pipe. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, I need to get to work. I don't want to do this. I'm putting this brand new top of the line eBay cheapest exhaust kit on my truck because mine's all rusted and rotted out, and my tailpipe actually fell off the other day going on the interstate a few months ago. and now fumes are collecting in the cab, and I have a young family and I kind of like us to all be alive. So this is going in. I used to love straight pipes because of the sound. Now I just love them because they're cheap. This is $265, and I was gonna put a muffler on it, but that's another 70 bucks, and I don't want to do that. So we're putting this in. Right now, I'm just getting all the parts checked in, make sure I have the right length of tube, make sure I have all the right pieces, making sure I have enough clamps, enough hangers. I can't tell you how many times in high school I would put a new part in my truck and one screw would be missing and my truck would be down for a few days and I have to borrow my mom's car, my grandma's car, and look like an idiot. And so, especially something like an exhaust, you're going to cut the old one off. You can't just put it back in. So just take the time, open the box, make sure you have all the parts before you even touch the vehicle. I mean, right now it's 10 degrees out here. I'd rather be doing this in the comfort of my garage than out on the ground right now. So I think we're good to go. All right, right now I'm underneath the truck hosing anything and everything with penetrating lube that I think I'm going to unbolt on this project. It's an exhaust replacement. I'm just gonna end up murdering most of the old exhaust anyways, but there are two spots I was worried about, and that's the exhaust V-band clamp that's on the downpipe and the exhaust, and this bracket right here off the transmission that holds this exhaust hanger. Other than that, I'm just gonna annihilate it with a Sawzall. I'm gonna start out by taking out this fender liner. The bolt for the band clamp that holds the exhaust onto the downpipe is right here. My plan is to unbolt that, undo all the hangers, and then cut this exhaust into pieces and then just slide the whole thing out. Lucky for me, I've broken most of this hardware from taking this fender liner in and out so many times that I only have a few bolts. Alrighty, here she comes. Make sure you store your hardware where you can find it. All right, you can see in here we have nice access to the band clamp for the downpipe. So I'm just gonna go ahead and undo that and drop the side of the exhaust and then start working on dropping the hangers out. All right, now I'm back into the truck. I'm gonna undo all the exhaust hangers. The front's unbolted. I think I'm gonna let it drop down before I try to cut it in two pieces to take it out. It'll just be easier to get the Sawzall in there. So I'll save your ears from me wailing away with the Sawzall, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I got the old exhaust cut out. You might be thinking right now, that doesn't look that bad, but then you come back here and see this humongous rust hole, and my tailpipe actually fell off right there. There's probably another, I don't know, maybe 10 inches, and it fell off going down the interstate. And so I was gonna weld a new pipe on the end. I shined a light into the end of the pipe, and it looked like a Christmas tree lighting. Everywhere there's a spot of rust, I could see light coming out. With the old exhaust cut out, now is a good time to compare all your pieces so that way when you're under the truck which order everything goes in, get a good idea where all your hangers go. Now we're going to start putting everything together and just stack it together just like Legos. I'm going to start with the piece that comes right off the downpipe, then do this piece, and do that piece, and do that piece, and so on. I've got all my brand new exhaust tubes on all the way out to the tailpipe. Now I'm just setting up the clamps and all the hangers so everything hangs nicely. Do not completely tighten everything until you get it where you want it to, because it will be stuck there. So now I'm just getting everything where I want it to, and I'm going to hammer down the bolts and nuts, and I'll be all set here soon. Pretty boring footage, so I'm just going to skip right to the end for you. Well, that's it. we're all done. Again, just check your clearances with everything when you're putting the exhaust in. Don't tighten everything until the end, just to make sure the tailpipe sits where you want it to. Like on my truck, I had an issue with the transmission lines being too close to the exhaust, so I had to kind of, you know, shimmy that away from it. And just take your time and you'll be okay. Again, please like and subscribe my videos. I'm new to YouTube. I have a lot more content coming, and I want you to be the first to see it. So please hit that subscribe button. Now, the whole reason why you watch this video, you want to hear that straight pipe. Just kidding. Stupid birds.